ముందుగా ప్రియమైన విద్యార్థులకు మరియు వారి తల్లిదండ్రులకు నమస్కారం. నా పేరు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ చైర్మన్. నేను ఈ రోజు 10th క్లాస్ విద్యార్థులను దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని మాట్లాడడం జరుగుతుంది. అది ఏమిటనగా మనందరికీ తెలుసు, గత 2 సంవత్సరాలుగా కరోనా కారణంగా విద్యార్థులు ఎటువంటి పరీక్షలు రాయకుండానే పై తరగతులు పంపడం జరుగుతుంది. ఫలితంగా ఐఐటి జేఈ మరియు నీట్ లాంటి జాతీయ స్థాయి పరీక్షలను సాధించడం కష్టతరం అవుతుంది. దీనిని అధిగమించడానికి మరియు 10వ తరగతి పరీక్షలో అత్యధిక మార్కులు సాధించడానికి నేను మీ ముందుకు కె వెంకన్న జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ ద్వారా అనుభవజ్ఞులైన అధ్యాపకులచే ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులు, హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్ మరియు గత ప్రశ్నపత్రాల సమాధానాల విశ్లేషణ ఇవ్వబడును. కాబట్టి నేను విద్యార్థులకు చెప్పదలుచుకున్నది ఏంటంటే, ఈ ఉచిత వీడియో క్లాసులను మరియు హ్యాండ్ రిటన్ నోట్స్లను క్లాస్ రూమ్ లో కూర్చొని చదువుకున్నంత సీరియస్ చదువుకోవాలను. ఇంకొకటి ఏమిటనగా, ఈ యొక్క క్లాసులు విన్న వెంటనే అర్థం చేసుకొని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయవలను. ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడం అంటే కేవలం చదవడం కాదు, పేపర్ మీద రాయవలను. అలాగైతే గుర్తుండిపోతుంది. దీంతో పాటు మీ యొక్క నాలెడ్జ్ ని పరీక్షించుకున్న కొరకు త్వరలో ప్రీ ఫైనల్ పరీక్షలు కూడా నిర్వహించబడు. ఈ యొక్క అవకాశాన్ని సద్వినియోగం చేసుకోవాలని 10th చదివే విద్యార్థులకు విజ్ఞప్తి చేస్తున్నాను.
Welcome back, students. I am Yogananda, teaching 10th class mathematics for Venkana classes. As you are aware that we are conducting video classes, we are recording video classes for the benefit of class 10 students of both the states Telangana and AP, and it is useful even for others too. You must have already seen the videos, the video recordings, video lectures, and benefited out of the lessons. First of all, you should need to take a paper, pen and go through the video recording and pause it as and when required and work out computation part. You must do it on your own, then compare with the video lesson. You must be benefited out of these video lessons, and I appeal to the students that you must visit our Venkana Junior College located at Tarnaka and Chintal and be benefited out of our services for the student community. So, let us come back to the problems. Yesterday in our previous class we were discussing about statistics, mean of the data. When grouped data is given, how to find the mean. In our previous classes you are learning how to do mean by various methods. Now, I am going to take one example which is given in the textbook and it is asked in the examination too. So, I am writing the problem on the board. The table below shows the daily expenditure on food of 25 households in a locality. There are 25 houses and they spend some amount for the food habits. The table is given. Basing on the table data, you have to find the mean by any suitable method. You can find mean by any method. So, let me write the problem on the board. Daily expenditure. Number of households. Hundred to 150. Next 150 to 200. Next 200 to 250. Next 250 to 300. Next 300 to 350. And how many houses are spending 100 to 150 rupees? 4. Next 5 households are spending 150 to 200 rupees. 12 households are spending 200 to 250. 2 households are spending 250 to 300 and 2 are spending 300 to 350 rupees. This is the table given about the expenses of 25 households. You have to find the mean by any suitable method. Find mean. This is the question. This is the table given. In the examination also, you will be given a table like this. You have to find the mean. First of all, you should understand the table, and you must understand the class interval, and you must understand what is the frequency. Look at the first column, daily expenses. So, how many houses are there? 4 plus 5, 9 plus 10, 19 plus 2, 21 plus 2, 23 plus 2, 25 houses are there. For the 25 houses, they conducted one observation or one collection of data. They collected the data. By collecting the data, of what kind of data they collected? How much amount they are spending for their food habits, expenses for food habits. 4 houses have given data saying that they spend amount between 100 and 150. So, this is group data. Say for example, when the data is collected among the 25 households, they must have given we spend 140 rupees, and some other person says 130 rupees, some other says 125 rupees, some other says 105 rupees. Like that, 4 households have given the data in between 100 and 150. Similarly, 5 have given the data 150 to 200. Next, 200 to 250, there are 12 houses. Most of them are spending between 200 and 250. Very less households. 2 houses are spending 250 to 300, and 2 houses are spending 300 to 350. That means what? They are spending more amount. These people are little bit rich when compared to this. But on an average, most of them are spending 200 to 250. By looking at the data, you can guess your answer. What could be the mean of this? You just see here, most of the families are spending 12. 12 families are spending 200 to 250. So, most of the families, say 12 families are spending 200 to 250. So, your answer could be in between 200 and 250. That is what you have to keep it in mind. Now, let us do it by direct method. Solution. First, take the class interval. What is the class interval? 100 to 150, 150 to 200, 200 to 250, 250 to 300, 300 to 350. So, like this we are collecting the data. So, this is a class interval, you can say class interval. So, the number of families we take it as frequency Fi. What is the frequency of the first class? 4, 5, 12, 2, 2. Immediately after that, you must see the total of the families. What is the total of the families? How much is the data given? 25 families. You have to cross check. 4 plus 5, 9 plus 12, 21 plus 2, 23 plus 2, 25. So, you write this as sigma Fi. We want this particular 25 later for our calculation. So, immediately after looking at the data, the first thing you have to do is you have to convert the table into our required table, having first column class interval and second column frequency. Understood? Next, in direct method, so we do it by direct method. So, direct method, what is the other thing we want? So, we are doing it by direct method. What is the next column we immediately want? So, that is.
Students, my name is Vishal Sharma and I did my BTech from IIT Kanpur in electrical engineering. I have an experience of more than 12 years in preparing IIT JEE aspirants for this examination. Under me already more than 100 students have cracked this IIT JEE examination. Right now I am associated with K. Venkana classes. Now K. Venkana classes, for the first time in Hyderabad, it has brought your top Delhi IIT and NIT faculties. Now what are you waiting for? Come and join us and realize your dream of getting into IITs.
Mid value of the class interval. What is the mid value of the class interval? What is the first class? 100, 150. What is x1? 100 plus 150 divided by 2. 100 plus 150 divided by 2, which is 250 by 2, which is 125. So you can write 125 here. Next, x2. What is x2? 150 plus 200 divided by 2. 350 by 2, 175. So you can write 175 here. Now, as I told you in the previous classes, even now also I am once again reiterating, what is the class interval size? 50. 50. So you should add 50 to 125 to get the next mid value of the class interval. What could be the next mid value of the class? 200 to 250. Just add 50 to this. What is 175 plus 50? 225. If you want to, you can cross check that by taking this. 200 plus 250, 450 divided by 2, 225. Is it correct answer? Yes. So either you can go by this method or just add the class interval size, the length of the class interval to x1, so that you get x2. Add 50 to x2, you get x3. Add 50 to x3, you get x4, 275. Next add 50 to x4, you get x5. So 325. Have you understood this? All of you look at this once again. Class interval to xi. This is very important in direct method. Even in other methods also, this is what is required. In next method, say if at all they ask you in the examination, do it by step deviation method, you have to do it. Assumed mean method, you have to find xi. Mid value is a must in every method. So shall we do it by direct method? Fi xi. So you must multiply and write. So multiplication is very important now. 4 into 125, 4 into 125, 400 plus 4 into 25, 100, 500. You can write directly like this. 500 is the value. Next, what is the next answer? 5 into 175, 500s, 100 into 5, 500, 75, 570 is 350, 5 5 is 25, 500 plus 350 plus 25. So it is 875. Another shortcut also I will tell you. You make this 200. Suppose this is 200. 5 into 200 is how much? 1000. But it is less to 200 by 25. So 5 into 25 is 125. 1000 minus 125 is 875. Or else take this and multiply by 5. 5 into 5, 25. 5 7 is 35 plus 2, 37. 5 into 1 plus 3, 875. So 875 is verified. So like that you have to find every fi xi. We got f1 x1. f2 x2 we are finding now. What is f3 x3? 225 is multiplied by what? 12. 12 into 5, 60. 12 into 2, 24 plus 6, 30, 30. 12 into 2, 24 plus 3, 2700. So, there is another method for finding this. 10 into 225 is 2250. 2250 plus 2 into 225, which is 450. 2250 plus 450 is 2700. So, either by mental calculation also you can do it. Again 2 into 275, it is 2 into 300, 600 minus 50, or 2 into 275 is 550. Got it? Next 2 into 325, 650. So, you must have to find out the Fi Xi values like this. I am erasing this particular part on the right side because we need to find the mean. Fi Xi is done. Now, what is the next step? We have to find sigma Fi Xi. Sigma means what? Sum of the entries. F1 x1 plus F2 x2 plus F3 x3 plus F4 x4 plus F5 x5. Add all these things, 0 plus 5 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, it is 5. 5 plus 5, 10 plus 0, 17. So, it is 17, 1. 1 plus 6, 7 plus 5, 12 plus 7, 19 plus 8, 27 plus 5, 32, 3. So, 3 is here, 3 plus 2, 5, 5275 is the value. So, which is sigma Fi Xi. Now, you have to find mean. What is the formula for mean? Mean is written as x bar. Formula is sigma Fi Xi by sigma Fi. What is that value here? 5275 divided by 25. So, you must simplify this and write the answer so that you will be given full marks. In order to do this kind of problems, you can divide by mental calculations or division method or any other divisor which is cancelled in both numerator and denominator. Can you see 5 will go here? Yes. How many times? 5 times. How many times it will go here? 1 time, 2 it will not go, 0, 27 5 times, again 25 5 times. So, am I right? Is it 1055 divided by 5? Yes, you can cancel it, 1055 divided by 5. Now, you can see 5 goes here 2 times, in 5 1 time, in 5 1 time. So, what is the answer? The mean of the household's spending expenses is 211 rupees. You can write here rupees, 211. So, mean is rupees 211 per household. This is the answer. All of you copy down this. I will explain the same problem once again. Suitable method is asked. By suitable method means any method we can take. So, we have taken direct method. By direct method also we can do it. So, direct method involves bigger computation parts, big calculations. After that you get the answer. All of you copy down this. I will explain the same again. In this, only thing is you have to write the mid values. Now, let us look at the problem again. Daily expenses are given, frequency is given, you have to find the mean. We were guessing that the data could be, answer could be in between 200 and 250. What is the answer we got? 211 rupees. That means what? On an average, 25 households are spending 25 households are spending each 211 rupees for their food habits, daily expenses or whatsoever they asked. You can do it. So, have you understood this? 100 to 150, what is the mid value? 125. What is the mid value of 250 to 300? 275. So, like that the mid values are written and you can do the problem like this. Shall we do the same problem by assumed mean method? Shall I do the same problem by assumed mean method? Okay. I will do by assumed mean method. Same problem, assumed mean method. So, I will just do one thing. I will erase this particular part fi xi and the formula also and convert the same problem into assumed mean method. How to do the same problem by assumed mean method. So, we are not doing it by direct method. Instead, what is the method we are taking up? Assumed mean method, second method. Second method. You can write the same thing. This is assumed mean method. So, assumed mean method I am doing now. In assumed mean method, what is that you have to do? Take the class interval in the first column, given frequencies in the second column, total up the second column and you got sigma fi. Sigma fi is 25 tallied. So, up to this it is correct. Next, how to find the xi in each case? Class interval, mid value of the first class, mid value of the second class, mid value of the third class, fourth class, fifth class. Mid values are calculated. How to find the mid values? You know that. I am just telling you once again. 200 plus 250, 450 divided by 2 is the mid value. Any class, take the lower limit, upper limit, add up, divided by 2. Mid value you will get. What is mid value? Average of two numbers. Average of 10 and 20, 10 plus 20 by 2. Average of 1 and 2, 1 plus 2 by 2. Average of 5 and 7, 5 plus 7 by 2, like that. Any two numbers average. Here lower limit, upper limit and find the average, which is nothing but the mid value. After mid value, you have to assume one value as assumed mean. Shall I take assumed mean 225 or 175? 125 is on the top, this is on the bottom. Forget about these two, leave them. 175 and 275, that also you leave, and circle this particular part and write this as assumed mean A. A is equal to 225. You can mark it this way. What is assumed mean? We have guessed one value as assumption. That assumed value is taken as A. After that, we have to find di. What is di? Di formula is xi minus A. 225 minus 225, 0. 275 minus 225, 50. 325 minus 225, 100. This is minus 50. This is minus 100. Have you understood that? In assumed mean method, you have to find the assumed mean A and assume it, then call it as A, and that must be subtracted from each xi. First xi, x1 minus 225 minus 100 minus 50, 0, 50, 100. I am telling you once again, remember this. This is class interval 50. 100 to 150 means length of the class interval is 50. Minus 100 plus 50, plus 50, 0, plus 50, 50, plus 50, 100. You will get as a sequence. Above 0 negative, below 0 positive, and you will see the order also in a ascending order. Now, what is that you have to do? Fi di. So, multiplication part. What is Fi? 4 into minus 100 minus 400. 5 into minus 50 minus 250. 12 into 0, 0. 2 into 50, 100. 2 into 100, 200. Now, the next step is find out the sum of Fi di. So, first find out positive quantities. 300, 0 is anyway taken out. 4 plus 2, 650 minus 650. What is this value? Minus 350. So, Fi di is a negative value. This is sigma Fi di. Write down this. Now, tell me the formula for mean. What is the formula for mean? X bar is equal to A plus sigma Fi di divided by sigma Fi. In the earlier method, what was the answer we got? 211. Keep it in mind. Almost the same answer, we are going to get it again in the same method. What is assumed mean? 225 plus what is Fi di? Minus 350 divided by what? 25. So, this is 225, I am taking minus out. 350 by 25. What will go here? 5 goes here 5 times. Here minus 70. So, this is minus 70 by 5. This is 225 minus, in 70 how many times 5 will go? 1, 2, 20 means 5, 4 times. 225 minus 14, 200, 211 rupees. Therefore, mean is rupees 211 per household. So, all of you copy down this. I will explain this also once again. So, we are doing this problem by assumed mean method. Assumed mean method I have written here. This is the second method. With the help of this table, we can find assumed mean method, find the mean. Answer is 211. So, just copy down this, I will explain. Done. I am just moving this way, you can take a screenshot if required. This is very important from the examination point of view. What is the mean of each household? That is the question. How much amount on an average each household is spending for their food habits? That is the question. We got answer as 211. So, I will explain in brief. Given data, daily expenses, number of households, given table. In the examination too, write the given table as it is. First column, first row is now converted into first column. Then second row is converted into second column. What is the header of the first row column? Class interval. You can write if you want daily expenses class interval. Daily expenses interval. In which range we are writing? It is 100 to 150. And frequency means number of households. We have written it. After that, for any method, either it is by direct method or by assumed mean method or by step deviation method, whatsoever method you may do it, you have to find the mid value. The mid value is found out. How to find the mid value? I have explained it. If you want, I will tell you once again. 100 plus 150 divided by 2, and class interval size is 50. Add 50 to this and you get all 5 values. There are 5 values. Mid values are 5 in number: x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. What is x1? 125, x2 175, x3 225, x4 275, x5 325. Among these 5 values, you can assume one of the values to be assumed mean. For that, what I am doing is, in the ascending order, take the first one and close the last one. Do not take these two as assumed values. After dropping out those two, first and last, second and the last but one, drop it. You are left with only one, 225. Even if you choose 275 and work out, you will get 275 minus a big number, answer is going to be 211 only. Even if you take 175 as assumed mean, there is no doubt you are going to get 175 plus some 25 plus 11. So, 36 you are going to get here. However, it may be, you are going to get the same answer. For doing assumed mean method, there is no hard and fast rule that you must take assumption only this particular 225. Even if you take 175 also, you get the answer. When you take 275 also, you get the answer. Any method, any assumption will give the same answer. So, what is the final answer by direct method? Rupees 211. What is the answer by assumed mean method? Same answer, 211. I hope you all enjoyed learning this problem. This is a very important problem and you must repeatedly do this, and in fact you can do the same problem by another method. What is the other method we have? Step deviation method. In step deviation method, how will you do it? Same data, but here one more column will put. What is the class interval size? 50. Divide minus 100 by 50, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. With small numbers you have to multiply, and multiply that with the sigma fi ui by sigma fi. That formula is little bit changed, that needs to be multiplied by class interval h. So, the formula is step deviation method, x bar equal to a plus h into sigma fi ui by sigma fi. Accordingly, you get the answer, and definitely you are going to get the same answer, 211 only. I hope you all enjoyed learning, and by learning this we have done median in the examination question. I hope you all enjoyed learning this problem.